see how this goes between two very good teams here. So the first ship is Exterminators, piloted by Brian Cavendish. It's a Mobula with Gatling, Banshee, Hades, Banshee, Gatling. Next one is Warfront, piloted by Trivi. It's a galleon with Watcha, Minotaur, Lumberjack, Hades, and a flare gun. Alright, go ahead.
And for the riders, we have a sandwich. It is a Mobula piloted by Finks. The left-hand gun is an Artemis, the lower left is a Gatling, the top is an Artemis, the lower right is a Gatling, and the extreme right is a flare gun. We also have a Goldfish, the Dragon's Rage, piloted by Zedion, which is lining up for Exterminatus as we speak. It is a Watcherfish, front watcher, left side Carronade, right side Gatling. And Exterminatus taking a fair chunk of fire, might get a ram here, and oh,
whoa!
There you go.
That was, wow, that was impressive ram right there, or Mario style.
I think the riders might be playing angry here.
Indeed. Loss for them is like, I don't know, a bacon loss.
The bacon loss is the worst kind of loss. And now Warfront finds itself on the receiving end of angry riders, which is always a fun place to be. I wouldn't put it past Finks to Mobula ram this thing to death.
Yeah, so Warfront is now 2 against 1, disabling Dragon's Rage there, but losing armor and losing hull at very rapid rate. Exterminatus supporting their supporting their teammate, not enemy, by attacking Sandwich, and Dragon's Rage is going as well on the Exterminatus, so Warfront needs to back them up.
Indeed. Watch is going in on the Exterminatus, but most of their guns have survived. Might be a little bit difficult to keep the ship steady, a couple of damaged engines, but otherwise the Exterminator should be reasonably sitting pretty to open up on the Sandwich. Unfortunately for them, the Sandwich is sitting reasonably pretty to open up on them back. Couple of good hits on their armor. They're trying to duck out of it, I think, but the downward arcs on the guns on the Sandwich are going to make that difficult. Now they're trying to Hydra out of it. Finks is not matching the maneuver, but Dragon's Rage is getting a good few hits in on the Warfront. If that fight continues that way, then Warfront will probably go down.
Yeah,
just a sliver of health.
Indeed, but Exterminators has lost their armor, losing their hull slowly because of the Gatling fire, but still, this is not looking good for the Hydra team.
No, this is pretty brutal. More shots coming in, down goes Exterminatus, and now Warfront finds itself 2v1 again, and this time I think there'll be no surviving. Yep, down they go.
Well,
3-0 to the Ryders.
It seems that Ryders are more efficient in open space maps.
I'm not sure I want to say that they're more efficient in open space matches, because that implies a scenario where the Ryders are not efficient somewhere. But
yeah, but like we saw that they didn't come up with a good tactic on the canyon ambush there when they were annihilated first time.
That's true. Yeah, I mean the thing is, the opening engagement didn't go their way. Then that's always difficult in the SCS these days with the time rules. I mean, I'm not saying that that Hydra didn't play that match well. What I'm suggesting is that the Ryders were perhaps not in a position to show their best work.
Indeed, Exterminatus is hydrogening up. Dragon's Rage lost their armor and lost their hull a bit, but Exterminatus is under double Gatling and Banshee fire. It's not losing good. It's not looking good for Exterminatus there, so he will go down here in just a matter of seconds.
Yep.
This is a very quick match, I have to say.
Indeed. Very brawly match as well, although brawl's tending to be a little bit one-sided perhaps. I think Dragon's Rage rather might try and Goomba stomp the Warfront. Armor break, Watcher incoming. Oh, that's not going to make Trivi very happy.
Yep, indeed. And there it is, blue team wins, so one more match is going to be present on this channel.
Indeed, 5-0 to the Ryders, and so that means we have one more match yet.
Alright, so the first ship is going to be Impenetrable, piloted by Brian Cavendish. It's the same loadout. No, it's not. Minotaur, Hawacha Minotaur, Hades, and the Carronade. Next one is Aspire, Hydra Sentinel, piloted by Trevi. It's a Aspire with Hawacha, Gatling, and Fleck. Alright, go ahead.
And for the Ryders, we have a Sandwich piloted by Finks. It is a Mobula with a left side Artemis, a lower left Gatling, a top Artemis, a lower right Gatling, and a flare gun on the far right. And the Dragon's Rage. It is a Watcherfish piloted by Zedeon. On the left it has a Carronade, on the front a Watcher, and on the right hand side a Gatling.
Alright, so let's see. Oh, we already have some engagement here. Dragon's Rage took some minor damage to their hull and balloon. I mean armor and balloon.
I was going to say that was a very good Watcher shot if they managed to break a goldfish armor at that range.
Well, it can be possible, I have to say.
Watcher does do a lot of armor damage well, it does a lot of everything damage these days.
And combined with the heavy clip, it can be a sniper rifle.
True, although it's less effective as a sniper rifle than it used to be. I still prefer burst in it even at long range these days.
On long
just
range?
Because even at range I will take a burst Watcher most of the time.
Interesting.
Mostly because what you want to do with a Watcher is break components at that kind of range so that you can set up for a closer engagement. And a burst Watcher has a decent chance of doing that even at a pretty long range.
Yeah, now there it is, the heavy clip on the Watcher. But it wasn't that effective against the Dragon's Rage. Now, a Sandwich is, going to flank the enemy. I guess he's going after the Hydra Sentinel because he's the most, let's say, fragile. Yep, there
Yes,
it
and
is.
I have a feeling that the Hydra Sentinel is about to have a very sad day.
Yeah, well, there it is. Hydra Sentinel is being focused by a Sandwich. Now, Impenetrable is trying to support their teammate by ramming into a Sandwich, but well, you need to have guns for
Dragon's Rage bottoming out, but
effectiveness.
they might get their Watchers into arc here. Oh, Hydra Sentinel not having a good time.
Indeed. Now, Impenetrable against two ships. A Sandwich is ascending rapidly to get out of the arcs, but managed to get into a building there, so, well, there it is.
I think Dragon's Rage are going to break all of the Impenetrable's guns and may even give them a little tap here to knock their arcs off.
Well,
depending
they
on how they're
have
feeling.
one gun, and I think it's the rear one. Yeah, they will win.
Yep. That guarantees victory, as we've discussed previously. That's how Galleons win.
Indeed. Either that or a side gun can be the most lethal.
Well, yeah, I mean, Galleons basically get more powerful the fewer guns you have until you have zero, and then they start weakening.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Impenetrable is now being penetrated by Dragon's Rage into a building. And there it is, the shimmy kill.
Yeah, the Dragon's Rage had spotted a scone in the building beyond the Impenetrable and desperately wanted it, and so was trying to reach it with all their might.
Yeah, now,
Ooh,
Hydra Sentinel.
now.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh, Brotherhood, no, this was not your best place to spawn. I think this is going to end very poorly for you.
Indeed, this is not looking good.
Gotta
And they
be
ram
out.
into a
Armor
wall there,
down.
and a ram kill.
Yes,
This
that's...
picking up the speed, I must say.
Oh no, Impenetrable, why you do this? Why? No, bad, Byron. Don't spawn there. That won't end well for you.
Yep, he made a mistake. Unfortunate mistake. 5 minutes played. Oh my god, 3 kills already in 5 minutes.
Yep, and I think we're going to have a fourth one rather shortly. Sandwich is going to come in. Oh, Hydra's Sentinel has spawned in. I think they're throwing good money after bad here. Impenetrable bottoming out. Hydra Sentinel does have arcs and a sandwich. They might be able to do a fair chunk of damage here, but oh no. This is a classic meat point, and thinks he's just going to Hydra the crap out of
Oh
there.
my. Sandwich lost their armor and lost their hull to 55%. That was
and the
a
balloon
good
is out.
encounter on that part. Oh my, are they going down? Oh god, they have
Well,
like...
all the guns on Hydra
They don't
are
have
out
a
here.
pixel of health. They actually have the negative. This is interesting. Oh, this is
Hydra
so much
Sentinel
fun.
getting rammed into the ground. Oh, but Impenetrable now has gun arcs on a sandwich. Sandwich probably is just desperately trying to survive here, long enough to have a decent shot at doing some damage to one
Yeah,
of these
so
two ships.
a sandwich might go down here if they are not quick enough to kill Hydra Sentinel, which I guess they won't be able to.
I think that a sandwich will take any kind of perma-hull damage they can against the Hydra Sentinel, given their current condition, because one armor break will kill them.
Even a cough would kill them. I would like...
Well, yeah, being sort of next to a Hoover would probably have broken that ship. So
Yeah, but now Hydra Sentinel... Well, they are 2 against 1, but Hydra Sentinel needs to survive this ram, and as well as some guns there. Well, he successfully managed to survive, so 2 kills goes to Team Hydra.
indeed, although I think the Ryders will be reasonably happy with the condition of Hydra's Sentinel here and that kill on the galleon from that engagement. The Brotherhood may have managed to pull back a couple of kills on that, but they have put themselves in a position where their Spire, well, it's not as bad as the Mobula was, but maybe 2 vacuum cleaners next to it would kill it.
Well, yeah, you can like throw the cheese at it. And speaking of cheese, there it is, a sandwich going after Impenetrable.
Yep, armor break on the Impenetrable, but no explosive damage coming in yet.
Yeah, but the Hydra Sentinel now against a sandwich.
Oh.
Double Gatling the Hydra Sentinel. They are ramming and they are dead. So it was a suicide kill. Congratulations, Sushi Ryders won.
Yep, strong showing from the Ryders. Better luck next time to the Brotherhood. An exciting SCS at times, a grindy SCS at other times, but nonetheless a well-earned victory by the Ryders.